What's up? We're going to do a reading today for the collective, and it's for this is for the BBLs, okay? What's the future? The BBL community. Everybody else got a community. I guess there's one for them too, because they really stand out, okay? So for the BBL community, we want to take a look at what the future holds for them, and you know what they've done to themselves. As a result of some of influence of TV stars and actors, because that's where this stuff comes from. It just didn't pop up in somebody's brain and then everybody else started doing it. They saw it. It was an influence from these entertainers and things like that. That's where it came from. But the thing is that what you don't know, what your parents didn't teach you, all right, with the BBLs, what your parents didn't teach you or tell you about is that these people are not getting surgeries. They just wearing a suit. Okay, they got plastic suits that they get from China that you, from head to toe, that you can put on and it looks freaking ridiculous, and that's what they use to influence you. And y'all went out there and got the real deal. You went to a surgeon and had your body malfunction. You had your body looking all, I don't know, weird looking. It looks like, I don't know, we're in the world of clowns, like, and it's like almost normal, like people walking around like this is normal shit, you know. It's normal for me to look out of proportion, out of shape, having this big old butt that look like you know, pooped in a diaper. It's like almost, it's like normal to these people, like they're in denial or something. But anyway, let's see what the future holds when it comes to BBLs. What's their future like? What, you know, when it comes to people and love and their personal lives and things like that. What's kind of like, what's ahead or what's going on now with them? Okay. Debt. A lot of you got yourself in debt doing this, going through this. You know, getting your body changed to something like normal to abnormal. It's like abnormal. This shit. Look, I'm saying, I want to say it directly and straightforward, and I want it to hurt your feelings, because you ain't supposed to be walking around in life thinking that this shit is normal. You just, it's not. I don't care what nobody say. Them celebrities sit back laughing because they didn't really have surgery. They got suits. Go on there and type it in, a BBL suit. Skin suit. That's all they doing. They just wanted to influence you to go get surgery and look like that permanently. Next thing you know, they just gonna go back to looking normal because all they was wearing was a skin suit. It ain't real. It's fantasy. That's crazy though. Off and on, hot and cold, detached. Like your emotions, like emotionally with this situation, to you ones that got the BBLs, your emotions are off, because you coming to down to reality that this is not it. You know, you went out there, spent money, got into debt. A lot of you got it on credit, and now you're in debt. You're still paying for a big old booty that's make your whole body out of shape. You look like a freaking clown. All right, and it's got your emotions all over the place, because you don't know, really, this is like an insecurity thing. You know what I mean? You thought this was going to be accepted. This is not accepted. No strings. So in the near future, especially when it comes to love and partnerships, you BBL community, it's like, it's not going to, nobody wants to be tied to you. These men or whatever situation, women, don't matter. They're not going to have any strings attached to you. They might want to have a one-night stand, and that's going to be it. And that's what's going to be emotionally messing with y'all, because y'all thought that this was going to be it. The outer situation, you figure you change your body, you're just going to have it like that with anybody, but it's not. That's not what's going to happen here. No, that's not what's going to happen. Off and on, hot and cold. Did I just bring this up? Yeah, we got two of the same damn cards, so that's confirmation. I think I got both decks. I think I got two decks by mistake, and I put them together for confirmation. That's what happened. So we got two of this. You're going to have a yo-yo ride. Your life is going to be like a yo-yo. especially emotionally, and when it comes to love, trying to hook up or something like that. But it's just gonna be like, you ain't gonna, don't nobody, these men don't want you, is what I'm saying. Like, they ain't gonna want you like that. You're not gonna get what you thought you were gonna get, which is attention. Because of what you see on TV. Where's your parents? Your parents ain't teach you nothing? What the heck? I don't understand this shit. I don't know that your parents wasn't there saying, you know what, you don't need to be going to get what? Are they looking the same way? You need to talk to your parents is the ones. They ain't teach you shit. Or was some of y'all, was it secret? You went out and done it in secret or something? Or for some of you, you just gonna have like secret, like love, like somebody ain't, the people that you come in contact with or want a relationship. Because later on down the line, if y'all ain't serious now, later on down the line, you're gonna want to be. But these people, like, they're not going to accept this BBL situation. They're just, these guys are not going to accept that. I'm sorry. They might want to, sneaky link with you. Some of them. And most of them just don't want to be bothered with with a woman that has BBL. They saying it stinks. But, you might get a few, but it's not going to be nothing. There's nothing to be coming of it, y'all. So you just wasted your money, got yourself all in debt. That's why you're going to be yo-yoing around, up and down with your emotion. You think you're going to get something, and it ain't going to happen because these men are just, whoever you get, sometimes it's going to be no strings attached. They don't want nothing to do with you. And it's going to cause massive regret for yourself. A lot of y'all in regret already. It just haven't hit you all the way yet. But a lot of y'all going to be a massive regret when it comes to when you want to be serious about having somebody, or you thought that this illusion here that the celebrities gave you was supposed to be it, and it's not. So your world is going to be shattered because of it. So you're going to what you have to learn to do is be happy single. That's what you're going to have to learn to do. Which you should be anyway. And that you wouldn't have had to went out and do all this. You just be happy with yourself and who you are. Yeah, when it comes to romance, right? You just trapped yourself. It was a trap. Like this was some kind of trap. You trapped yourself thinking that this was going to be something that and it's not. When it comes to men's attention and what you thought men wanted is not what you did. When it comes to wanting to be in a serious relationship, the BBL community, it looks like y'all going to be in some big trouble here. You may want to seek counseling as well for some of you. Because I feel like some of you right now, you in regret of it. You're in regret of it. You're like in hiding. You're like embarrassed. Like, yeah, because it ain't working out the way you thought it was. You're not getting the attention that you thought. Matter of fact, you're getting a lot of rejection. Yeah, like I said, this was a fairy tale. It was an illusion. That's all it was. And it was an illusionary influence by people that you see on TV. It wasn't reality. It was fake. And what they do, they influence people to do these things, and then they leave you high and dry to yourself, not let you know. Like, you're going to find out on your own it was a fairy tale and illusion. That's what happens, and this can mess with your mental state. The BBL community, what is it looking like for them? Future-wise, now going into the future, now that they got this. It's like, I don't know, like when you try to find love or trying to find love or something, this could be travel as well. You might try to travel to find love. You're like going to be all over the place. But what's going to happen is that you're going to find out people, like I said, a lot of y'all just going to get one night stands, if any. You're going to get like a lot of one night stands, and then these people just going to move on, like just leave, like, see ya. Moving on, letting go, like free. Like, it's just going to be like, I just see some of y'all trying to travel to find somebody, but it's going to be the same thing. Nothing's going to change whether you here or somewhere else. It's going to be the same. And it's going to cause you your emotions going to be all over the place, like anxieties, like it's going to put you under a lot of pressure. You're going to feel like a lot of pressure because you're not getting out of this what you thought was going to happen. That's what it is. A lot of you. Some of you may have gotten it removed already, but it's still going to be a problem health-wise. You are going to have some health issues with these BBLs. You're going to have a lot of health issues here. You're going to encounter a lot of karmic ties with people. That's what you're going to be attracting, like karmic type of men. Like men that just want, like I said, one night stands. They see this as a joke. They might tell you things that you want to hear, but then, you know, it's like a hit it and quit it situation. That's what your life going to be about when it comes to, you know, love and trying to get that one. Because y'all, if it's not, you're not worried about it now, but probably later, you're going to be like, you're going to want somebody and they're not going to want you. I'm just going to keep it real. I'm not going to put you in no fantasy land. Because maybe you can, you know, try to help yourself before you get to that point. A lot of you, like I said, get prepared for medical situations where you know, a lot of y'all gonna have kids, gonna be a baby mama. A lot of y'all gonna be baby mamas and be stuck with. That's what you're gonna be stuck with if you don't use your mind. If you don't learn to love yourself and accept yourself for who you are, because all this is nothing but a fantasy. That's all it is. It's a fairy tale. This whole situation is a fairy tale in your head. And once that fairy tale dies down, there's going to be a lot of mental stuff that's going to be going on with you, mentally and emotionally and physically. Okay, what's going on with the BBLs? What's their situation coming up or happening now or coming up for the future for BBL community? Excuse me, what's going to happen? Sorry if I fell. Round and round and round she goes. Where she stopped, nobody knows. So it's going to be a continuous cycle, especially when it comes to like one night stands, because you're really trying to find true love or want somebody to love you, but it's just going to be like a no-go. It's always going to be like you're going to run into these type of men that are like just, you're going to be karmically, like it's going to be like a karmic, because your self-esteem is gone. And once your self-esteem is gone, and you know, I feel like a lot of you have a lot of regret as well. You got a lot of bills because of it, the medical part. There's medical situations here. So it's like, it's just, things are just in your life is just going to be the same. You have to mentally prepare yourself for this. Some of y'all need to go get some help. Seriously, like some help before you fall into the abyss. I'm hearing the abyss of it. Like it's just going to it's going to be a constant circle of trying to find love, but it's going to be in all the wrong places, because you thought this was going to bring you by this fantasy that they put out there for you. Change your body and all that. You'll get men that with high standards and got a bunch of money and all that, but it's going to do the opposite. It's going to be the opposite. The men don't want this. Police station. Some of y'all might end up trying to, I don't know, prostitute yourself or something like that and get caught by the cops doing that. Some of you, because you done lost hope here. It's like a lost hope here, because they ain't really not. The damage is done. Like, and you're going to learn to stop being a follower and be a leader. That's what a lot of y'all need to do. Get your self-esteem up and, like, just accept yourself for who you are. Love yourself for who you are, because that's what these men are looking for now. They tired of shenanigans. They sick of y'all shenanigans. I'm telling you. They sick of y'all secrets. Somebody got a secret here, or you guys going to have some secrets or something, but it's going to come out with the police. Something's coming out for some of you that regarding police. Some of you may try to hide it. How can you hide a BBL? That shit is out there, man. It look like y'all walk around with a dookie. Confirmation. Here we go with this love child again. We got 2 of this. Confirmation. So a lot of you are going to be nothing but baby mamas running around here getting guys that are karmic, you know, that's going to go for this, but it's only going to be a one-night stand. You're going to get pregnant and you're going to end up being a baby mama. And this shit is, that's all that's going to happen because you don't look like none of y'all changing your perspective of this fantasy. It's like you want to live out this fantasy that's just not going to happen because that's all it is. A fantasy is not real. It's an illusion. You know? And you just try to keep a secret about, keep it on the low. Some of y'all, like I said, something going to happen with the cops or something. Or some of y'all like going to have a secret child. It's going to be like a secret or something. A lot of y'all gonna have secret kids. So I'm hearing, you know, may have an abortion behind it. There's like it's just gonna be some endless things like that's not gonna really benefit you guys already and regret. Okay. Goodbye. Can I be honest and straightforward like I am? A lot of y'all gonna like some of y'all gonna commit suicide. Because you're not going to be able to take this because you were too deep into this fantasy, like, and you don't want to shake it. If you can't shake it and understand what it truly is and where it came from, the illusion is going to set you into a real depressed state to where you just going to like want to end it. You want to end it. Because like I said, there's going to be a lot of karmic stuff. You're going to be looking for real love and you're not going to be able to find it because of this decision, this fantasy that you put yourself in about men. It's a shame. It really is. Some of y'all over drinking and going in this toxic lifestyle. A lot of y'all living a toxic lifestyle where you're just doing a lot of drinking, hanging out at bars, partying, acting weird, looking weird. Like a lot of y'all just gave up. Like some of y'all giving up and gonna just like take yourself out of here. Some of y'all just gonna just fall into the abyss of just like the lifestyle and still in denial, and all you're gonna do is drink your sorrows away and have reckless sex, and that's what your lifestyle going to be. It's not going to be any kind of like happy home or nothing like that. The card don't believe. It's not going to be like it's not going to be, you're not going to get no rich person, nothing like that. It's just going to be karmic type men that you get. It's not going to come out the way you thought it was, or what you were told it was, what they projected that it would be. It's not going to be like that. And it's like I'm saying this now so a lot of you can really pull it together. 18. I'm getting ready to get out of here because they only allow hour videos on TikTok, and I'm going to put this on TikTok. Okay, for the BBLs, I told you a lot of you need to start praying or something like that, or meditate and get yourself prepared for the mistake that you made or coming up out of this fantasy. Some of you, I believe, like very little, y'all want to come up out of the fantasy, and you do have a chance, but you still going to be going through a lot of medical issues and things like that. Some of you, I feel like, want to get it taken out, but still it's going to be medical issues behind that is what I'm hearing. Yeah, a lot of y'all you're going to be feeling like shit. You're going to be feeling like shit going through this. A lot of y'all some of y'all feeling like shit already because the fantasy is wearing off. A lot of y'all embarrassed and all that kind of stuff because people been getting in y'all ass about how that stuff look and how y'all could think that it looked good and it don't. What kind of eyes do y'all have? I don't get it. You're gonna be rejected a lot by men. Men are just gonna reject this situation. They don't want nothing to do with it. side hustles. Some of y'all gonna be like I said, probably doing some kind of wild lifestyle because things ain't gonna go the way you think it is. You're not gonna get the type of guy that you thought you were gonna get by having a BBL, a big old ass. You're not gonna get that. Not gonna get that. You're not gonna get this twin flame situation. That's not in the cards. BBL community. What's the BBL community looking like? What's that going to be looking like now into the future? What's the BBL community? How are they going to be feeling? What's going to be going on here? Again, massive regrets came up twice. So that, that's a big sign. When something coming up twice, that's a big confirmation. Like, a lot of y'all going to have a lot of regrets regarding this. Especially seeing where you're going at with this. Because you thought something from influence or something. You thought, some of y'all were just followers. All you doing is following some kind of trend. And it's nothing but a fantasy. It's not real. Because these men are showing you now that they don't want to be bothered. It ain't nothing. Y'all losing your mind. A lot of y'all have lost your mind. And, your true colors is showing now. Your true colors is showing. Some of y'all losing it because it ain't coming out the way you thought it was going to come out. You went too far ahead of yourself, and you looking like jackasses. You look like clowns. That's how men look at you, like y'all ain't nothing but clownish ass jackasses, because they see your true colors now. They ain't think you would go that far, and they done with it. They done with it. They thought, y'all had this attitude like you like a queen and all this kind of stuff. You was bragging about being on top and having the body, and the BBL was gonna get you rich men and all. Y'all were bragging too fucking much, okay? And now you looking like a jackass, okay? Looking like a clown. I don't hate y'all. I don't hate you, the BBL community. I'm just saying. I'm just reading. I'm just delivering the messages. I don't care. All right? But I had several emails asking me to read about this stuff. There it goes again. See, it's confirmation itself. Like, you see me shuffle. Y'all was boasting and bragging too damn much. Okay, y'all was thinking y'all was the shit. Y'all thought y'all was the shit. Y'all thought y'all had it made, getting a baby diaper in your butt. And it bigger than your legs and all that kind of stuff, all out of proportion. I know some of y'all try to act like we're going to play this off and act like, it looked good. Y'all can't, there got to be something wrong with you thinking that shit look good. There's something wrong. The influence can't be that deep because you got eyes of your own. You got a mind of your own. And something should have told you, ain't no way I'm going to go out like that, looking like that. Ain't no fucking way. And Spirit is saying, it's the truth. It's illuminated. This is the light. It's out in the light. It's big as day now. Like, y'all done exposed your damn self. For real, for real. Or Spirit done exposed you for who you truly are. There's confirmation. Some of y'all getting readings about your future and where you going, or are you going to have a good lifestyle with somebody? Are you going to, is your fantasy going to come true? You're going to discover in these readings, and I am reading right now, that no, baby, no, it ain't going to be what you think it is. Like, some of them might tell you that just to get your money. They might tell you, oh yeah, you're going to find it perfect, but I'm here to tell you the truth. No, you're not. You're not. It's not going to happen. See? Bad news. It's not. You're not going to hear what you think you want to hear. It's not going to happen. There's no future when it comes to love and all that stuff for you one with these BBLs. It's just not. If anything, it just needs to be some recoup. Like, you need to get your mind right. That's what you need to focus on for the future. Getting your mind right and getting that body right, and getting it, make sure you take care of it, because gonna be a lot of medical issues. Oh my God. We just talked about this earlier. Funerals. Some of y'all gonna be laid to rest behind this. Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but you got to understand, in life ain't no damn joke, and you can't go around following every fad that you see. It ain't healthy. They're not gonna tell you that part. All they want you to do is spend your money. But some of y'all is on your way out of here, because you wanted it your way. You wanted to be selfish. Somebody might have told some of y'all, wish you had to listen. Some of y'all was being stubborn, arrogant, just like this here Queen Bee shit. You thought you was on top because you had a BBL done, and it failed. Some of y'all still living that fantasy. BBL. What's the BBL community? Y'all wanting love messages that you ain't gonna get. Some of y'all may act, more desperate than you were before you had this shit done. Shocking news. The shocking news is that you trying to find love, it ain't gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen. That's the shocking news. It's gonna be shocking to you because you was all up in your ego and pride, thinking that this was the shit that was gonna get you set for the rest of your life. Again, see, the shocking news is all you're going to get tied to and attract is karmic ties, karmic people, karmic men that don't give a damn about you or themselves either. That's all you're going to get tied to. You ain't going to get that big guy, that man with the money and all that. You ain't getting that. You ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. And you're gonna feel so ashamed. A lot of y'all feel ashamed of yourself right now. You ain't coming out the way you used to all over TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, Instagram and all that, showing your big old wide. Some of y'all asses it ain't like how it was when you first got it done. Some of y'all going through medical situations with that shit. You ain't talking about that though, are you? But spirits talking about it. Again, here we go with the funeral shit. I'm sorry. Y'all shouldn't have done this shit. This was not to be done. It was not to be done. And it's too late. Spirit's saying it's too late. For y'all that already done it, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. And I'll make sure I put a listen at your own risk, okay? Because this could be triggering to a lot of people. And again, I'm feeling like some of y'all need to be triggered because it could maybe save some of y'all lives. Some of y'all need to be triggered. Shamed, embarrassed, everything like that is happening for y'all and for the immediate future. Anything else, Spirit? Spiritual gifts. I feel like some of y'all going to try to, or some of you are going to try a spiritualist or going to a spiritualist to try to heal you or some kind of spirit, that's really good for you ones that want to do that, Or, like that too late card is in front of that. May be too late for all that kind of stuff. Trying to fix something. This don't seem like it's reversible already. It doesn't seem like. Some of y'all just living in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Just living in the moment. It's not a good way to be, living in the moment. It's not. Not knowing what the outcome going to be. Not knowing what you thought you did, but now you don't. You don't know. Living thug lives, dealing with thugs and shit. Men from prison and stuff. Y'all, this is backfiring really, really bad, BBL community. Really backfired bad, and you're not happy about that. Y'all pissed that this didn't come out the way you thought it was. Well, be mad at the celebrities who put it out there to you, made you think that way. Get mad at them. Get mad at your mom and dad and shit for not telling you nothing. Get mad at them, because it's too late. It's too late. A lot of y'all know it's too late too. A lot of y'all know you're out of time. All right, with this BBL shit. It's out of time. It's going to go down in history like the biggest, dumbest mistake ever in this community. Again, we come up with police station. A lot of y'all gonna get arrested or something, something about dealing with police here. Some of y'all, I don't know. Reckless love. See there? It keeps coming up over and over again. Y'all gonna just be like, it's over. BBL community, it's over. Whatever you thought, the bubble has popped. Okay? The bubble has popped. And y'all trying to hide now. Y'all trying to get taken off. But you still going to have health issues. Some of you is not going to make it. Not going to make it. And let that be a lesson for those that are coming up. Yeah, you're going to be having a losing battle here. Losing with this reckless sex and all this y'all just headed towards a brick wall. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you, BBL community. And I do not hate any of you, and I'm not going to be emotionally attached to this reading, because if I do, it you know, I could say some things that that can put you in a fantasy even more, and I don't want to do that. I'm trying to get you out of that fantasy. Didn't I just say brick wall? Look at that shit. Spirit always got my back when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just to let y'all know that I ain't here to be playing around with nobody. I don't give a damn. Even if I have to face things for my own damn self, yet alone, you know, get online and tell people the truth about stuff, and a lot of it ain't all this happy shit, because it wasn't supposed to be in the first place. Sorry you had parents the way you did, or whoever you was around, you didn't care enough for you to just no, fuck it, no. I had parents when they say no, they meant no. It wasn't no talking back, wasn't no going behind their back doing nothing. They found out your ass is grass, okay? I'm good. You know, when I was younger, I used to be like, I couldn't wait to grow up and get the hell out of the house and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? As time went by and I look back and I see things, I see what, because our parents didn't give us no explanations and all that, sitting down talking to you, telling you why this, tell you why that. They just say, do what I say, because they got your best interests at heart. When they say no, they meant no. You go behind their back or whatever, and they find out your ass is grass. That's how our parents were. They was on your ass, and it made us it made us good people. I ain't saying things were perfect, because they wasn't. God knows that they wasn't. But the thing about it is that type of love that they had was rough and it was tough. Yes, it was. But they really wanted us to save our lives from things that's going to come along, because they already knew. They weren't going to sit up there and let it happen to you. Well, most parents, that's what happened to y'all parents or whatever. Just because shit happened to them that was bad, and they didn't get, they wanted the same thing to happen to you, because if they didn't, it wouldn't be no BBL community at all. Not at all. And I'm going to tell you, when I was younger, I had a natural BBL. I ain't gonna joke. I had a natural shape, a perfect, a hourglass shape. I didn't appreciate it at that time, and I'm glad I didn't, because I could have had myself in a lot of trouble, and I could have probably had 99 freaking babies, thinking just because men drooling over me, over my body, I'm supposed to give it to them. That's supposed to be love. But I knew better than that, because my parents taught me better than that. And I had brothers that watched over me a lot too. And I was very well watched over. You know what I'm saying? My dog ate this. I'm just saying. Everything begins at home. But I'm just saying, Spirit, I just said, This is a brick wall for you BBLs out there. I'm serious. It's a brick wall. There ain't no going through it. There ain't no going around it. You just have to face it for what it is and do the best you can to stay physically healthy with it. Stay on top of it. Go to the doctors and stuff like that and stay on top of it, because there's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from it. The damage is already done. I feel like a lot of y'all just going to be have memories of like how you appreciate your body though, just the way it was. It wasn't really that you had to go out there and do all of this. Okay, a lot of you going to have to have a graduation day where you this was a serious learning lesson. Don't let your kids do it. Learn from it and don't let your kids do it. Don't let them do it. Tell them the real deal. It ain't worth it. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, learn, live and learn. A lot of y'all gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. Let's see what else we got here. But when it comes to love, y'all gonna have a problem. You're not gonna get what you thought it was supposed to bring. The BBLs, what's the closing messages for the BBLs? No, it's not all this, I don't think. We got another jackass card here. So, you know, hey, Spirit saying y'all wasn't nothing but jackasses getting out there dismembering your body like that, looking like Frankenstein. Okay? Alright? Because, you know, a lot of you were just being ass kissers. Like I said, you were a follower and not a leader. So you were just kissing ass and being a jackass while you was doing it. Okay? Two, three, four. A lot of y'all has access denied when it comes to love or when it comes to a relationship and stuff like that. It's like there's going to be a no-go with that because people ain't going to, there's going to be no soulmates in the BBL community. I'm sorry. Maybe just a few that probably try to get themselves together, get it taken out, get your health together and all that. But most of y'all still going to be struggling with your self-esteem. This hasn't made it better. This BBL shit made it worse. If you have bad self-esteem and got this shit thinking it was going to be the shit, oh, it's going to be way worse than that. If you really going to be struggling, okay? Lurking, looking, trying to find something that ain't going to be there that you thought that you was going to get. That's the end message for y'all, okay? Okay, and the outcome is avoidance. Okay, some of y'all need to avoid this. If you're thinking about doing this, Spirit's like, you better avoid it. You better avoid it. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Because y'all about to see some stuff. It's going to, you know, don't be stubborn. Some of y'all going to be stubborn and hard-headed and act like you don't know no better. Selfish, guarded, miserable, lack empathy, did I say that right? Sick and tired. Sick and tired. That's what these men are. They sick and tired of y'all asses. Like they're just sick and tired of all this. Look, the bad boy. Opposites attract. You're going to attract just the way you feel. You're going to find out it's you. It ain't got nothing to do with no BBL, enhancing your butt, make it bigger and all that stuff. You're going to find out the hard way that it have nothing to do with that. All it has something to do with how you felt about yourself from the get-go. You're supposed to enjoy and love what you got. Once you love on you, what you got, you will attract that. But all you're going to attract is the way you feel about yourself. Some of y'all need to repair yourself, heal yourself. Heal that heart. Heal them emotional pains here, okay? Anything else, Spirit, for the BBL community? Y'all was looking for that high value. This was it was all about. Thinking that you would get this because you wanted that high value man, the man with the money, gonna make it your life easier, and it didn't work out. Okay, it didn't work out. You know, all you're gonna get is this cold, detached shit because that's how you feel about yourself. You know, that's what it is. Caught. Y'all been caught up in your own shit. Man. Anything else, Spirit? Any other message for the BBL community? It's all over. It's over. For real, for real. It's done. It's over. It's done. That's Spirit's word for you, BBL community out there. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Bye.